A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 5. And now, I'm going to go on ahead and say that the time has now come for another little thing to happen here in the series. So what I'm going to do here? Well, it's simple. This whole thing is based off of a foul line, and this right here is inspired by a pit. And then of course, this whole entire extended U-turn is pretty much the 180 that all these cars here are going to be taking. If you haven't guessed the game that this is inspired by, well, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Shuffle. That's right. This game is pretty much going to be about Shuffle. But instead of little pucks, we got Hot Wheels cars. And instead of a typical shuffleboard, we have ourselves a layout of yellow and orange striped track, a U-turn, and a piece of blue track over here. So it's going to work the same exact way as your typical shuffleboard table, except cars are going to start from here. This part right here is going to represent a foul line. And then of course, you got to find out how far a car is actually going to go. This whole entire track right here is not necessarily going to count anything related to points, but it is instead going to mark succession. However, this is one of the only times where if a car actually reaches here, which is normally in some layouts it would prove to be a victory zone, it's going to count as an instant failure. Just like the pit in a typical shuffleboard. So, let's go ahead and try this out. 70 Buick GSX. Eric Stein rod. Turbot. By the way, if you take a look over here, you'll notice that this layout probably does represent another famous game out there, Pool. There will be an episode about this one very shortly. But let's get back onto the action. 2005 Ford Mustang. Quicksand. Volkswagen Golf. Ford 427 Fairlane. '68 Shelby GT500. Impavito 1. Whip Creamer 2. Vampira. '71 Plymouth Duster. Lastly, here is Golden Arrow. Well, what a surprise. Only 5 managed to do it just right. It's mostly because I guess I had a little too strong of a wrist here, because the majority of them, I feel like they could have done a lot better. But most of them managed to get all the way over to this white piece, which just simply means that I'm a little strong for when it comes to shuffleboard. Maybe I'm not entirely ready for it, but shuffle really is a long time away. So with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this part of Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 5. But remember, there will be an episode on this one tomorrow. And as such, I will go on ahead and start working on this one as well. So, take care, everybody.